Think big and discover the secret that is paradoxically as clear as the eye of the sun. But first of all, I'd like to ask you some questions. Why do you think that many people feel down at all times and their tank of happiness is empty? Why do you think that a lot of people give in so easily and start grumbling, moaning and groaning and complaining hysterically as soon as they face a tiny problem? And you feel that they are very talented at making a mountain out of a molehill. Do you think that it's a coincidence that you come across many friends, colleagues, family members, relatives, or even acquaintances who insist on watching the events of their lives by wearing black lenses? The answer to these questions lies in relating those people, their happiness, existence, independence, or even identities to temporary materialistic properties. This surface view and superficial understanding of happiness will turn it into an unreachable goal, and it may become illusory. Indeed, it's cool to have a good friend, luxurious car, a good job, affectionate mom, or a caring dad. But when you build your entire happiness on a friend, parents, position, promotion, salary, house, and so on, your ecstasy will vanish as soon as those people or materialistic properties disappear. Please, leave all of your problems and worries behind. Open your mind wide and try to focus more and more on your mind and soul that are horribly starving while you are immersed and feeding that greedy body. What a crime. Your soul and mind are begging you day and night to build your ultimate balanced character by feeding them regularly along with your body in order to help you live and enjoy that permanent inner peace, unimaginable elation, indescribable self-esteem, and astonishing self-satisfaction. The big question here is, how can you feed your soul and mind to get all of these beautiful feelings? Actually, it's such a deep question that you must keep asking and muse over until you find out its answer. You are wondering now, what that secret that would grant me a lasting happiness, or at least that inner peace when disasters emerge on the surface? It's obvious that you are strongly willing to know what the secret is. Kindly take a deep breath, close your eyes, and try to appreciate the great blessings that you have always taken for granted. Dear, the secret to happiness is closer than you imagine, and you may see it very often, but unfortunately, you ignore it day and night, whether on purpose or by mistake. You know what the secret is? It's the book. Yes, it's the book. You must know that the book is not just an inanimate thing made of paper. Absolutely, this view is very shallow. You have to know that any book you get your hand on is full of life experiences, wisdom, legacy, treasures, themes, and deep meanings that make your life indescribable. If you know how to read books in deep and how to bridge the gap between you and them, you will see how immensely and incredibly your life will change upside down to the better and to the best. Initially, you should know that you must charge your passion for reading books. Surely this process requires time and effort. Nevertheless, when you know that the more you read, the happier, wiser, stronger, and smarter you feel, you will get enough patience to keep this bridge well built, since it's the safest and the most concrete bridge that leads you to the happiness that you have always looked for. Dear friends, when you read a book, try to visualize images and comprehend messages written and drawn between and behind the lines. Smell the aroma of its old and new pages. Listen carefully and very attentively to the people's problems and try to get to know how they solve them. Focus on those positive characters and try to follow their steps. Feel as they feel, think as they think, and act as they act to demolish all the walls of ignorance that have always blocked you from seeing the gates that lead you to your eternal happiness and inner peace. This way, You won't feel bored, frustrated, or negative anymore. You know why? Because at last you have understood the formula of success: happiness, inner peace, unshaken confidence, high self-esteem, and indestructible self-satisfaction. Because you have connected your relation with permanent and limitless resources. On the flip side, undoubtedly many people find it too hard to sit for an hour per day to read, so they keep living reliant on those people or materialistic objects we have mentioned before. Sooner or later, all of them will turn to shadows, and then they won't be able to hide their tears and bitter regret when they realize that their account of knowledge is empty, and so is their account of happiness. Dear friends, your mind and soul are as precious as your body, so don't sell them. Please don't sell them for a throwaway price. Through knowledge and reading as many books as possible, you guarantee an awesome life full of peace, relaxation, health and nutrition for your confused mind, and magical cures for your exhausted soul. You have to know that here we are not talking about reading for quizzes or exams. Unfortunately, this reading could be fake since it's conditional and you don't do it for its own sake. Here we're talking about the reading that you do just because of your self-development and your progress. So each time your spirits get frozen, remember the fruitful benefits you can get out of reading books. Listen up, dear friends, and try to remind yourself of the great benefits you can get out of reading. So if you want to get a great wisdom, read. If you want to let all people be all ears when you talk, read. If you want to be creative, innovative, and unique, read. If you want to be a distinguished problem solver and phenomenal critical thinker, read. If you want to see that respect and admiration in people's eyes, read. If you want to make your dreams come true, read. If you want to get that peace of mind, body, and soul, read. If you want to live that lasting euphoria and awesome happiness, read. Read. Since the book takes you out of the chaotic world you live in. Read it to relish its quietness away from gossip, noise, hypocrisy, malice, and time wasters that blacken your life and deprive you of exploring the treasures you can get out of reading books. Believe me, it's not too late to build your own library because it's indispensable to build your castle of happiness. Make an unbreakable friendship with your books that will be waiting for you impatiently when everybody leaves you alone. These books will stand by you when you get into trouble, cheer you up when you feel down, nourish your mind when it gets hungry, pacify your soul when it gets hurt, kill the pain of your heart when it aches, and feed your body in moderation to flow harmoniously with your mind and soul. Eventually, if wrinkles will appear on your skin involuntarily, let them grow on your mind voluntarily through reading books regularly in light of your daily experiences to see how refreshing that sensation is when you stand at the summit of happiness and see it flow abundantly all over your soul, mind, and body.